Now, you always want to make sure that the website that you're visiting is running HTTPS, not HTTP. Reason being, HTTP does not encrypt your communication. Whatever data you share between the client and the host is in plain text, meaning someone or a hacker can always intercept this data and can always get to know the communication that is running. And it's very insecure because sometimes you may be running logins, putting in your credentials, and these credentials are not even encrypted. So if a hacker, for example, running a man-in-the-middle attack, accesses this data or intercepts this traffic, maybe using some tools like PubSuite, they can always get your information, get your credentials, and log into your accounts using your very own credentials and do a lot of stuff from there. So I'll be demonstrating for you how insecure HTTP is. And let me take you to my desktop again. I don't know why this thing keeps coming up. I think I'll have to check that out. So we are going to be using a tool called WireShark. WireShark is a networking tool that is used to capture and analyze network packets. You need to get WireShark, and WireShark is very easy to use. Also, it is free and open source. So to download and install WireShark, first of all, you want to first go to wireshark.org. And here you can read more about WireShark basically, but the installer will be got down here. Get the installer that works for your operating system. If you have Windows, Mac, you can get WireShark from here. Linux also has WireShark. I use Kali Linux on my machine. Actually, this is a virtual machine. I use Kali Linux a lot, and Kali Linux comes with WireShark pre-built, so you may not even need to download WireShark when you're using Kali Linux. So you guys know how to download and install the things. Just click on it, download, and then installations are always easy. So I want to close this, and I want to go and open my WireShark by just double clicking on it. Let me give it a second, and it is there for me. The first thing you want to do here is to go to capture settings or capture options and select the interface that you want to capture packets from. I'm using my Wi-Fi, and I'll go with the Wi-Fi interface. So if you hit start, it will start capturing the packets for you. So the first thing I want to do, I want to first of all stop this because this is giving me some weird packets that I don't want. So I want first of all clear this up. So continue that saving, and then I want first of all go and start capturing packets again. I'm assumed it has my interface selected already. I first go and double check that. Yes, it is already there selected. And to start capturing packets, all you want to do is click on this little shack here. Now, when I go and open up Chrome, what I want to do first is to visit a site that is insecure. So you can come here and search for some sites that are insecure. For example, HTTP login. Let's just get one here. Let's go with that URL, and it'll give us some options. So always you want to search for these things. So I'll first go with OneWeb. I've been using OneWeb and other practice platforms. So when you go with OneWeb, they give you, remember, this is running HTTP. OneWeb is running HTTP. They're even telling you it's not secure. So we're just going to use this one for demonstrations. If I come here and put in my username, for example, assuming I'm logging into one of the websites that I've visited, and then put here password 1 2 3 4 5. So if I hit login, it will not take me anywhere because this was built for practice. But now, if I go back here in WireShark, let me go to my WireShark here. As you can see, some of these packets have been captured. WireShark, however, gives a lot of information. So you want to come here and filter some stuff. So what I want is to see my HTTP request method. Let me even just leave it as HTTP. So I'll get all these packets that have been requested using the HTTP protocol. As you can see, we've talked about the GET request. So my machine was sending a GET request to that server, and you can check on what this GET request was. But the purpose and what I want to demonstrate for you is this POST request here. Now the POST, you use POST when you're sending some information to the server. And in our case, we're sending our login credentials. If I select this POST, I can come right down here. Let me expand this a little bit. And I'll click on the HTML form URL encoded. If I double click on this, you can see I'm now able to access the username in plain text, which hack17, and this password. Alternatively, you can just double click on this packet. They'll give you more information about that packet, including this data, username was hack17, and the password. Now, this is insecure because sometimes, as I told you, you may be on a public Wi-Fi, like an open Wi-Fi or any public Wi-Fi, basically. And now what happened is a hacker will run a man-in-the-middle attack using various tools that do that specifically. And now what happens is you're supposed to be communicating with google.com, Google server directly. But what the man-in-the-middle attack looks like, the hacker will place himself in the middle, meaning whatever request you make to Google server will first of all go through the machine of the hacker, and then it is that machine to forward that request to Google server, and then the replies that are coming from Google server will come through his machine again, and then he forwards that reply back to you. The challenge here is by him being able to control the traffic that's going between your machine and the server that you're trying to access, he's having access to all the data that you're sending. So in case you're visiting or you work with a website that is running HTTP, data and sensitive data like these credentials are going to be accessible to that hacker. And what happens, the hacker will now use these very credentials, will visit that very website, and also will go to the login panel and log in using your credentials. This is very insecure. And that's why, as I told you, always you need to make sure that the website that you're visiting is running HTTPS, not HTTP. There are very many other ways in which you can secure yourself on the internet. For example, using VPNs whenever you're browsing the internet on public networks, for example, airplane Wi-Fi, hospital Wi-Fi, and stuff like that. Always make sure you're using a VPN. Actually, even on your own network, it's okay to use a VPN all the time. And proxies, making sure you have always your antiviruses on and Windows Defender in case you're a Windows user. Very many other ways, and I think I'll be covering some of these in details when I reach the cybersecurity series / ethical hacking series. So guys, the purpose of this video was to show you how insecure HTTP is, and always make sure the website that you're visiting is running HTTPS. And I also showed you how to tell the protocol that is running the website that you're visiting. So that's all for this video, guys. In case you've got some value out of this video, please like the video, leave a comment in case you have any, and also consider subscribing in case you have not yet subscribed. It's really very important. Hit that bell icon to get notified whenever we upload new content. It really helps us to grow as a channel, and whenever you like a video, it helps you to push it to other people. And also whenever you leave a comment, first of all, it gives us motivation to do more content like this for you guys, and also helps us improve the quality of the content that we give you out. So catch you guys in the next video. That's all for now. I wish you all the best.